What do you think, 4 spiders, 1 per floor?
Let's do 8. I gotta eat.
Residents of 931 Powell, residents of 931 Powell, this is Officer Fletcher of DC Pre-Crime. Under authority of PC Section 6409, we are deploying spiders into your complex.
Scanning. Keep your eyes open. Just stay still. Stay still, baby. Open your eyes. It's okay. Stay still. Stay still.
931 Powell, this is Officer Fletcher of DC Pre-Crime. Under authority of PC.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachahak, Wadash. I want to give double honors to the head apostle, and that is a great millstone, and rule well and teach well. Peace and blessing to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, in all truth and sincerity. This is going to be a quick video concerning this particular statement from Anti-Defamation League ADL CEO Jonathan Greenblatt, declared on Monday, and this is concerning the events that have happened over there in Israel and the Palestinian area. It says, declared on Monday that anybody who dares criticize Israel is a terrorist and a Hamas sympathizer. Read that again. Anti-Defamation League ADL CEO Jonathan Greenblatt declared on Monday that anybody who dares criticize Israel as a terrorist and a Hamas sympathizer. You know, so we see that what the things that are brewing and coming out of the events that have happened and are happening and will happen over in the Israel, Middle Eastern area. Okay. You know, more and more labels are coming out of this. Okay. And now we know that we've already been, declared and labeled terrorists. Okay. But now even these people outside the truth are going to be labeled as terrorists as well. You're going to be lumped into that group because you don't support. All right. You don't take a particular stance of the side of these Israelis. Now let's go into this definition of terrorists, because the video clip that I played was from Minority Report, where they had a pre-crime system, a pre-crime task force where they could actually arrest you according to the law of crimes that you would in the future commit. Crimes where they would, by their technology, they believe and think that you were about to do. Okay. So you weren't arrested and jailed on a particular action. You were arrested and jailed on a particular so-called action that they think that you will in the future commit. This is the definition for terrorist. It says a person who uses unlawful violence and intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. So that the very definition of the word terrorist goes into particular actions that have been taking place. It says unlawful using violence, intimidation, especially against civilians in the pursuit of political aims. And it says bomber, arsonist, gunman, assassin, hijacker, freedom fighter, insurrectionist, so the very definition of terrorist is someone who has taken a particular action, has actually done something, has done harm to civilians, etc. All right. Well, they're labeling people a terrorist just for their particular stance on particular situations. So basically, that's like saying that's like these devils labeling you a murderer, but you have not murdered nobody. You haven't not committed the act of murder. So that's what we see going on, out here, man. This devil is using high-level witchcraft out here, okay? And, he's going to use these same tactics when he, demonizes the men that are prophesying against this place, man. He's going to tie us into these different groups. He's going to tie us into these different organizations. He's going to say the same thing concerning this movie Minority Report. He's going to say these guys are about to commit a heinous act. He's going to say these quote unquote black Hebrew Israelites are planning an attack. He's going to say these black Hebrew Israelites, they've been out there in the highways and byways saying America is going to be destroyed by nuclear destruction. They've been out there saying these other nations are going to side with Russia and burn America with fire. You know, they've been prophesying all these things. We think that they're planning an imminent attack against the people of the United States of America and various other areas, man. All right. And by the means of his witchcraft and his media, the majority of the people will eat that right up, man. They're going to eat that right up like a sloppy Joe. Okay. And, hey, man, through this devil's witchcraft, he can easily, persuade the masses of the people. Okay. Now let's go over to Psalms 90, Slakia. Let's jump back. Psalms 10. And let's start from the top. It says, why standest thou far off, O Lord? Why hidest thyself in the times of trouble? The wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor. Let them be taken in devices that they have imagined. For the wicked boasted of his heart's desire and blesses the covetous, whom the Lord abhorreth. Right now, this devil, he's just saying any goddamn thing, man. It says, verse 4, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. This devil takes pride in his laws. All right. And we're going to see a whole lot of different laws and restrictions come out of the things that are happening in these events over in Israel and the Middle Eastern area, man. And we're really coming into the time of the famine of the word. There's going to be heavy restrictions on YouTube. There's going to be heavy restrictions and laws put in place concerning freedom of speech and concerning things that circulate around these small hatters, man. Okay. And actions are going to be taking place as well. Not just laws, but actions are going to be taken by these devils. It says the wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after Yahweh. Yahweh is not in all his thoughts. His ways are always grievous, man. Yeah, his ways are always grievous. So now it's not just these so-called quote unquote radical extremist groups, that we've been lumped into, concerning the camps. But you average everyday people, man, are being labeled as well because you haven't taken a side or you took in the wrong side, according to the eyes of these the powers that be. So these average everyday people outside the truth are beginning to be labeled as extremists and terrorists. It says his ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. As for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He had said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. And that's what we see going on, man. This is nothing but fraud and deceit. The scriptures say this man is the liar and the father of it. I'm going to read that again. It says, Slakia. It's Psalms 10 and 7. It says, his mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud, and under his tongue is mischief and vanity. All right. This devil is up to no good, as the saying goes, man. Now let's jump over to Psalms 94. And let's go down to verse 20. It says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? And that's what's going on right now. That's what's brewing up. These different laws are about to be set forth on the forefront concerning freedom of speech. All right. Concerning various other things as well, man. And ultimately, he's about to really push heavy that MOTB. OK, that electronic device before he makes it mandatory. OK, it says, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by law? And that's how he pushes mischief. All right. That's how he, you know, causes and persuades you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and these other nations as well to follow his ways, okay, to believe in him by that power of the pen. It says they gathered themselves together against the soul of the righteous and condemned the innocent blood. But the Lord is my defense and my power. Yahweh is the rock of my refuge. Okay, so they're condemning the innocent blood. You know, they're gathering them. It says they gathered themselves together against the soul of the righteous. They condemn the innocent blood. You know, so we're beginning to. We've always had them fingers pointed at us, but those fingers. Okay, now we have a whole lot more fingers beginning to be pointed at us for what we believe in and for what we stand for, man. Okay, and this devil, he's about to demonize us on a high level, man. And you best believe he has different particular tasks for us. Yeah, you best believe, Salakia. You best believe that he has different particular task force set up just for us, man. Just like you saw in that video clip with the pre-crime task force where you sent the spider robots in, scanning people's eyes, and that ultimately is going into when these people receive that electronic device, man. Okay, because that electronic device, that MOTB, is going to work in coordination with these robots, these drones, and his technology, these satellites, these GPS systems, man. All right, and these task force are going to have a high level of technology that they're going to use, you know, when they do these insurgencies, okay, when they send them stormtroopers in, okay, amongst you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and also when they come, you know, for the men that have stood up against this place, man, and have prophesied against this place and have made their bodies a living sacrifice. Let's jump up to the 16th verse. Who will rise up for me against the evildoers, or who will stand up for me against the workers of iniquity? Okay, you know, and we're standing up against the workers of iniquity. Let's jump down to verse 22. It says, but the Lord is my defense and my power. Yahweh is the rock of my refuge. So Yahweh Shem Yahushai is our defense. Okay, it says, verse 23, and he will bring upon them their own iniquity, and shall cut them off in their own wickedness. Yea, the Lord our power shall cut them off. Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Chahakwadash. Double honors to the head apostle, and others a great millstone to rule well, teach well. Peace and blessings to you, sincere Akim, that are pushing this truth all over the four corners of the earth, week in and week out, in all truth and sincerity. To the next time, Shalom.